And thank you for joining us. I'm Mandy Noel. All eyes are downtown San Antonio tonight. And right now we have a live look over City Hall where tonight's protest is planned. These are exclusive aerials from your South Texas Ford dealers Sky 4. Thousands, perhaps, are expected to come out to demonstrate against the recent ICE raids here in San Antonio and across the country. We also have our team of reporters on the ground, from the National Guard deployment to how downtown businesses could feel impacted. But we start with News 4 San Antonio's Destiny Fuller live to set the stage on what we're expecting tonight.
Mandy, things are pretty quiet here downtown, but officials are expecting a civil and peaceful protest. But this morning, Mayor Ron Nirenberg and Police Chief Bill McManus said that they are preparing for anything in a press conference this morning. Both the mayor and the police chief say that they're preparing for anything that could happen and that safety is the #1 priority for everyone involved. Chief McManus saying his officers will be there to maintain order and de-escalate anything that might flare up. Mayor Nirenberg acknowledged the frustration fueling these protests while also calling for a peaceful demonstration.
Transparency is essential to maintaining the trust and support that we've built in our community. Keeping San Antonio safe is a shared responsibility. I urge all of those who choose to demonstrate to do so peacefully.
I'm confident that San Antonio knows how to do this right. Exercise your right to free speech, but I urge you to keep it lawful and peaceful. Disruption, destruction is never appropriate.
Chief McManus says SAPD has prepared for the worst case scenario today, though they're hoping for the best outcome. The chief also says that he is open for transparency and will keep the public informed as things kick up tonight. We will also bring you those updates as things pick up later on this evening. Reporting live from City Hall, I'm Destiny Fuller.
These protests are a reaction to recent ICE arrests. In fact, this is video from this morning after more people were detained outside of San Antonio's immigration court. One of our cameras caught a family of 4 taken onto a bus. ICE has intensified efforts to deliver on President Trump's promise to ramp up deportations. News 4 San Antonio's Taylor Whartonby is also live downtown with more on the politics behind the arrests.
We're here outside City Hall where tonight's protest is being called Take Back the Alamo. It's being organized by people who are upset with Trump's administration's recent efforts to increase the number of deportations. Here in San Antonio, we've seen it play out with ICE officers taking people into custody at San Antonio's immigration courts. I spoke to people who are joining the protest later tonight who are descendants of immigrants and find this all to be emotional. They feel this protest is the only way to have their voices heard and add this is going to be peaceful.
Speak our voices and really speak up for the people that can't join the protest. Me and my friends are carrying really with us our generational lineage because I'm on one side of my family 2nd and 4th generation Mexican American. Stand up for what we believe in and what we were told to believe in, which is truth and justice and speaking up for our community.
The protest is set to begin at 7 p.m. and we will be here throughout the night and bring you the latest as it unfolds. But for now, reporting live outside City Hall, I'm Taylor Whartonby.
And right now, troops with the Texas National Guard are deployed to San Antonio by order of Texas Governor Greg Abbott. This isn't the first time this year the governor deployed the Guard. This is video from when more than 1,500 troops were sent for border security in January. Today in Austin, the governor talked about the decision to bring troops here to San Antonio, saying he wants to make sure what happened in California doesn't happen in Texas. Our sources tell us some of those on the border are now here. For more on this story, let's go back live downtown to Phil Sterling now, who says city leaders were surprised.
Mandy, when I look around, I actually don't see any National Guard troops, anybody in any military attire. There's really only security guards behind me at the entrance of City Hall that have moved away here in the past few moments. But Mayor Ron Nirenberg said in a press release this morning, he told us that he had no communication with Governor Abbott about the National Guard troops, which have been sent to this area, and we don't even know how many of them there are in the city. The San Antonio Express News is reporting that about 150 guardsmen are staying at a DoubleTree hotel downtown.
The National Guard is under the control of the governor all the time, and so it's not really a surprise given the activity that we've seen in other places in the country and the coordinated activities specifically on these issues that Abbott and Trump have done.
We will use every tool that we can to ensure order across our state. That includes the deployment of Texas Department of Public Safety officers, as well as Texas National Guard, in strategic locations where they can provide the most robust response where needed.
And San Antonio Police Chief William McManus says he also doesn't know how many troops are here, but he'll get in contact with their commander if they come out in the field so that they can communicate with them as well. Phil Sterling reporting downtown, News 4 San Antonio.
And we want to know, do you agree with deploying the National Guard troops to San Antonio? This is a look at the results. 60% of you say yes, 40% say no. If you want to weigh in, just scan the QR code on your screen. Meanwhile, tonight in LA, things are escalating between the National Guard and protesters. Let's get straight to Melissa Vega at the live desk.
Well, as we continue to follow some live pictures for you out of LA right now, we've also learned National Guard troops did temporarily detain some protesters amid the demonstration. So here's the very latest on this. The Major General there overseeing military operations saying that those suspects were quickly turned over to local law enforcement. He says that soldiers can detain and then wait for law enforcement to make those arrests. And a short time ago, the governor of California, Gavin Newsom, taking to social media saying that the troops are unconstitutionally activated, with only a mere fraction being stationed at federal buildings. He says we don't need or want the military patrolling our communities. We're cleaning up Trump's mess. Now, it was just last night the mayor of LA put in a curfew which covers about 1 square mile of the downtown area there. The crew were told that that curfew, that is likely to continue for several more days. The mayor also confirming that nearly 24 businesses have been looted in the downtown area within the last several days. Mandy?
Thanks, Melissa. And we're also learning there may be more demonstrations near the Alamo, and businesses in that area are keeping a very close eye on the situation, hoping nothing gets out of hand. News 4 San Antonio's Stephanie Esquivel is live near the Alamo with more on that.
Well, Mandy, I spoke to several downtown business owners today, one of which has seen problems in the past and tells me she can't afford to have it happen again. The owner of Regalos, a downtown souvenir shop, says she's already had her business vandalized during a protest a few years back. Since then, she's had to board up the store windows a few different times out of precaution. Today, she tells me she feels anxious heading into tonight because she wasn't able to get her boards up.
Really just didn't think about it, and then when it did get out of control and there was looting and there was pilfering among the shop owners, now it's given me a different perspective of any type of protest, that I always have to worry if something will happen.
I also reached out to San Antonio's biggest attraction, the Alamo. A spokesperson says the historic site is closing early today out of an abundance of caution. And we also learned Bexar County is sending home all of its employees early due to the expected crowds. Reporting live downtown, Stephanie Esquivel, News 4 San Antonio.
Another look now from Sky 4 over where the protests are expected. We will bring you continuing coverage throughout the night, including more team coverage on News 4 San Antonio at 6 and online at news4sa.com. You can also subscribe to our News 4 YouTube page.